go.
Okay, well, kia ora and welcome back to the next of our series of videos on human enhancement technologies and what to make of them. So Furkan is joining me again. He's both the technological wizard who set this all up and also someone who's got loads of exciting ideas about it. So you'll definitely be learning from Furkan too. So what I want to do now is to focus on doing something that really is kind of the the thing philosophers always want to do first. You're having a conversation about human enhancement. You've really got to know one thing first, and that is
The definition.
yeah. I mean, if you don't know what you're talking about, how can you have a conversation?
Exactly.
So let's try and work out what it is. But can I also basically, definitions? You think that doesn't sound fun? Just what the meaning of words? We are imagining animals, and we need definitions that are going to be suitable for a world that may change.
Well, it sounds really hard to have it if it's always changing.
Yes, it is, but that's in a way, that's the world we live in. The world we live in is always changing, isn't it? And so I've said that we're in the age of enhancement. We've started to get, human enhancement technologies are real. They're going to change really rapidly. So let's be aware that we need an approach to definitions that says, wow, that's a surprising thing. We may need to change our definition. So I want today to introduce two definitions of enhancement.
Okay.
And just treat them as like tools. So in a way, they're not the absolute truth. Definitions are never the exciting part of anything. They're useful. We need to know what we're talking about.
They might be a starting point for coming up with different definitions.
Yes. So if you can actually look at the definitions that I'm describing and then say, that's not what I think enhancement is. According to me, when I look at what I know, here's another way. And this is the term that we use is pluralism. And pluralism just says that there are many. So we're not going to find a single definition, we're going to have many. In fact, maybe we need, as we develop technologies, we need 1,000 definitions of human enhancement. So yes, the imagining animal should be free. You shouldn't treat the definition of enhancement as limiting what you can imagine.
So it's not fixed in that way.
It's never fixed, and it's never, because the future is not fixed. I mean, remember, we don't have a crystal ball. It'd be wonderful if I could tell you, by the way, in 50 years' time, humans will have wings, and I'm 100% certain of that. Then, well, okay, could better change our concept of enhancement to include flight, but I can't tell you that. Instead, I'm saying I don't know how the future will turn out, but we need to be prepared for it. The other concept connected with the imagination that I've talked about is imagination insurance. And imagination insurance, remember, is the idea that when you go on a holiday, you're thinking, what if I lose my luggage, or what happens if my ticket or flight gets cancelled? I need insurance to cover me for that. Of course, you hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So we need insurance for the bad stuff of human enhancement. Maybe, Furkan, can you think of any bad things that might happen?
So you asked me to think like a person who's working in an insurance company where I'm trying to pitch an insurance to someone, but in terms of human enhancement technology. So I can think a bad scenario for Elon Musk's Neuralink, where it harms my brain when I put it in my head.
Brilliant. So if I'm now Elon Musk, I'm saying, Furkan, don't worry. Once I've got the tech inside your head, it's 100% guaranteed to be safe. And if you believe that with 100% confidence, you are not prepared for the future. But I guess the other side, let's not be too doom and gloom, because there are exciting futures. Can you think of another, sort of an exciting outcome? And the thing about exciting potential futures is if we don't have a concept that tells us about them, then we're not prepared to really get the benefits.
Oh yeah.
And what happens if we really could? Here's an enhancement. I mean, this enhancement will protect human beings from every genetic disease.
That sounds really good.
Yep. And it's sort of like, well, what do we make of that? But it's almost like if someone comes up with that, and you're sort of thinking, whoa, I don't even know what to think about that. Some people might say that's even a bad thing because they think actually the concept of disease and getting sick and old is just part of being human.
So it's an enhancement if it diminishes that effect.
Well, yes, or I don't know, or is it? But I mean, that's where the definition of enhancement comes in. So it's sort of in a way we are used to a kind of a concept of enhancement, whereas it's more IQ points, more years lived, stronger.
Fly.
Yeah, fly. Can I fly? Now I can fly. I can't fly now. And then so that's the definition of enhancement that we sort of in a way prepare ourselves for. So what I want to do, and Phokhan will be here to help me, is to now kind of give you, and Phokhan used the word tools. So the idea of a tool is you use a tool, but you don't worship the tool. So I'm going to give you 2 tools. These are definitions of enhancement. I'll describe them. But you should treat them just as that. Don't worship them. And if you think, well, gosh, I really have this idea about human enhancement that comes from my culture, maybe I'm Maori, I have a concept of enhancement that your sort of narrow perception misses, well, the challenge is for you to come up with a definition that encompasses that.
So if I can imagine a different future on human enhancement, I should come up with my own tool to deal with.
Yes, but don't just keep it for you. Share it with me.
Oh, okay.
So let's find out about that next lecture or next talk. Thank you.